See, do we drop frames? Oh, actually. I just remembered that I'm still on Wi-Fi. My wired connection. Let's see. How's the audio though? Audio's good. Good. Oh, let me test the chat. It's fine. Yep. That's good. I refreshed the chat and now it doesn't even show the like welcome to the chat room text. Okay, now there we go. Balance restored. Alright. So I went back to the branch where we're doing this parallelization stuff. I guess I do kind of need to do it. Like, if I'm going to do it, the sooner the better. I just realized I need to put socks on. Anyway. But, yeah. So, is this going to be a lot of boring technical stuff today, basically? Oh, actually, I should also ping the Discord. I almost forgot. But there's been no upstream changes. I just merged these in just before the stream from main. Yep, let's go. Yep. Yeah, the problem that I left off on was that I don't handle the case where surrounding chunks just don't exist correctly. Like if we try to set a light into a chunk that doesn't exist, currently we just crash. I'm pretty sure. Let's see, where are the bad unwraps? Right, okay. Wait, what do we do? Let's actually see. Let's just build this and see what we get. Okay, this is the... Okay, did it not load? Oh, interesting. Okay, there we go. We have this here. I wonder why that save gives me nothing. Also, yeah, I need to fix these mesh instances staying behind when you unload a map. So that's going to be a part of kind of everything that I try to do today. Yeah, so the relighting works, but it has to be optimized. Well, it has to be parallelized with the stuff. With the remeshing. Let's go. Very interesting day ahead. Totally. Oh yeah, I was supposed to check if we crash. That's why I loaded this. And we get panic message Lamau. Okay, so get light panics. That's fair. Yeah. I think we just return an option here. That's what I left off on. I wonder where we even use this. Because the whole point of this, like, get block abstraction is that we always have a valid get block. And if we don't, like, if there's a chunk that doesn't exist and we try to get the block, then we just get the error. Right? Like, that's the idea. Whatever. We'll see where this goes. Oh. I guess it's rockets in the sun. We complain about this? I do. We do have to do that. Oh, I have to explicitly return here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where do you get life? This is complaining about mismatched types. So other light. 1259. Mm-hmm. So we just do this. Yeah. So if we try to propagate light into a chunk that doesn't exist, and we can't get the light value because the chunk doesn't exist, then we just do nothing. What? 1193. Well, here we should expect that the thing exists. We're telling the stuff to propagate a light level. So I'm just gonna put an unwrap here for now. Oh, that's all. Weird. We take it. Okay, 1193. Oh, we don't know this. What? What? What do you mean? How do we get to the state? I'll clear these now. What's this arcane scripture mean? Well, you mean the code? It's something. It's something that I thought was good like 2 days ago, and I'm like, damn, what if I rewrote this? But not yet, not yet. I can make this work. I can make this work. But basically, I'm trying to parallelize. I'm trying to parallelize chunk meshing and light propagation, and that sounds complicated, but all light propagation is we have this light source here, for example, right? This is here. And, for every direction, so let me get some blocks here. I think this, I lost some, look at anything else. So for the first level, we go out into these blocks, right? And so the source is like light level 16, I think. And then these blocks are going to be light level 15. And then we go out, into every direction again. You just flood every single direction. Beam, boom, boom. Here too. And this would be light level 14, right? And you just continue outwards until you reach light level 0. So that's all that propagation does. And remeshing, well, yeah, basically. But it's like light propagation sounds so complicated, but it's the most accurate way to describe it. I hate that it's a complicated thing, but saying light simulation is like a bit wrong, I guess. Well, I mean, I guess it's not that wrong. But yeah. And then remeshing is basically just, we have our blocks and we need to make a mesh out of them. Wow, a lot of triangles. That's it. But when you think about it, like the light simulation, quote unquote, light propagation, only needs to know it only needs read-only data to what blocks are around, and then it needs mutable access, so write access to the light data because it's going to be modifying it. And the remeshing only needs read access to the block data. It doesn't need to know about the light data at all. It's passed to the GPU in a light map sort of deal. So those could happen at the same time. And relighting currently can sometimes take 50 milliseconds, which is, more than 16 milliseconds. So it's going to be very good if I can make it happen at the same time as remeshing. And it still has to be, I don't know why it actually can take 50 milliseconds. But it could also be just because I'm on a debug build. And to be fair, the 50 milliseconds is when I relight the entire world, so I iterate over every existing chunk, every existing block, I note down which ones are lights, and then I redo from scratch all the lights. If I just place down one block, it only has to update the surroundings. If I remove this, it didn't relight the whole entire world. Just the local stuff. But even then, that could happen at the same time as a remeshing. Both. Well, I mean, I can't say both when the other option is just learning. I want to make games with blocks, right? I don't like to make environments with Blender and whatever. If you've ever made Minecraft custom maps, you know how easy it is to kind of just get started. You just kind of make something. If I wanted to make a parkour game, I just place down stuff, and you can immediately play. You can build and play at the same time, which I think is very cool, right? That's hella based. And I want to have that. Yeah. That's cool. If you have any screenshots or anything you want to show, then feel free. Yep. Also, I did want to say, I noticed from your emo choice, they're probably from the Discord. Albino's Discord. Revealed. But yeah. But I actually do want to illustrate this. So I don't know if you know anything about Rust, the programming language, but this is very generic. Yeah. Well, this is applies to kind of all programming languages, right? So let's say that this is my block data, and this is going to be my light data. the way that kind of memory works in Rust is that you can have multiple read references to one thing, because they can all read at the same time. It doesn't matter like what parts the others are reading, because it's everything's just reading. Or you can have one mutable like reference. Right? And mutable just means we can write here. And if you have two things trying to write at the same time, that's bad. They could be trying to like write at the same location. Or if we have a thing trying to read and write, if like this is trying to read and another thing is trying to write, then that's bad. Right? We don't want that to happen. And so there's a very basic rule where it's like, okay, you can have one mutable well, they're called borrows in Rust, but you can have one mutable reference or multiple read references. And the problem that I have currently is that my block and light data were bundled together. And if I wanted to do the thing where, like a remeshing takes a read only here, and then light propagation takes a read only here and a mutable here. I can't do that because they're in the same fucking box. And now I just have to separate them. And there's a bunch of like little stuff that I have to fix to make that happen. So yeah, that's where we're at currently. Hello, Flower. Yeah, fair. Yeah. Also, I want to say, for a while I was like, oh, people fucking opening up Paint or GIMP, just drawing stuff. Like, I'm sure you could do it without it. But now that I'm explaining stuff, like the visuals are so useful. They're so useful in explaining. Like, I get it now. Anyway. What were the errors that I was getting? Nothing? I don't believe you. There we go, 83 errors. Or like, still unwrapping on none. 1193. Yeah, fair enough. Like even now for me, there's like there was one 2D platformer project which is like dead for a while, which is now like reviving, and there's another that has also been dead for a while, but also for a shorter while, and now it's maybe reviving. So it's like I have two 2D platformer projects, and then I have this. And like, bro, what the fuck happened? Everything was so silent for so long. So yeah. It actually reminds me, I should change the Twitch schedule to say like game dev in general instead of working on build sprint, because I might work on other projects as well. 1193 though. Here, we're unwrapping none here. What do you mean? How? We're saying propagate light to a chunk that doesn't exist. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask me. I'm very much like stronger on the programming side, but like the music and art not so much. Like even these textures you see, let me load them up. These textures you see, they were well, this professional black and white textures were made by me, very one color, creative mastery there. But all these others are made by Flower, the person in chat right now, Nikki E. Turtle. They're great. I mean, they're still dev textures, but they're great. Well, I mean, actually, I don't know if I would classify those as dev textures. Maybe not. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm assuming it's your first project. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just want to show you something real fast. This was the first project that I managed to finish, pretty much. And how do I describe this? Like before this, I had some attempts to like make a game, and you see, it's like the character just moves. Let me mute this tab. The character just moves to the right, at a constant speed, and there's one input for jumping. Wow, very And there's no UI. It just goes into the game instantly because I didn't want to make UI, and this is for like a game jam that lasted a week. And I could have made something more. Just like if you looked at my raw programming capability, but I don't know. The scope grows really fast. Like little things you add, like oh, that players should be able to move like left and right. It suddenly makes like designing a level way harder, right? There's all sorts of stuff like that. So TLDR, just you know, I don't know, limit yourself enough, I guess. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, but at that point, I had used Godot for like 2 years or something. So was it like a year or two? I don't know. But basically, I used Godot for a while, just doing programming stuff, and before finishing anything. Fair, fair. Yeah. Yep. It's true. Like a lot of the times, how would I say? I used to have this page fucking bookmarked, where it was just like, right, the very, very first time I got started with Godot, I was like, the very basic question I had was like, okay, how do I move a character on the screen, right? It's like, as soon as I can move a sprite, I can do a lot of shit. Um, and yeah, it was like, just getting out of the like basic zone. Yeah, I don't know. It do be like that. Also, let me disconnect from my Wi-Fi. Uh. Yeah, nice. That's nice. And I think I actually did connect a bit ago that you're probably the guy who made the like posts in Creative Bin on Albino server about like making the title screen art. Oh, really? Damn. So, okay. No, because there's another person who recently like talked about making a like a platformer horror game or something, and they posted like art that they've made. Yeah, I have gone over that. I used to have the same, but then I've just gotten rid of it. And here I am fucking trying to refactor my code, which is horrible. And I want to do something else, actually. But, but, I kind of also do want to do this, to be fair. Because, I know it'll be worth it. Okay, so what's the issue here? Where do we call propagate light? 2 matches. The only place where we call this is in set block. And set block should be making sure that the chunk exists, because we do get chunk. Hello? Oh, wait. Am I dumb? I might be dumb. Does get chunk make sure that light data exists? It doesn't. So that's the reason why this is failing. Okay, cool. Hey, thank you for the follow. Now I need to pronounce your name. You outplayed me. Dulahankai? Dulahankai. I wanted to do it in Finnish. Even though it's probably not anything related to Finnish. Yeah, Dulahankai. Nice, nice. Yep. Where do I pass in light data? I need to copy. You copy this. Yoink, yoink. Pass in this. Yep. Yeah, I'm probably gonna call you Dula or something. I don't know. We'll see. I don't have the problem of having to refer to people by name too much. Usually there's not a lot of people in chat, but that's fine. Let's see. Get chunk. I guess I could have the same kind of analogous function. Nice. I could have the same function, but it's like get chunk light. But for now, I just want to hotfix this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said this already, but it's also like if you have some like code architecture questions or something that you're not getting a clear answer to, like from Google or something, then feel free to ask me. Also, Discord DMs are open for technical stuff as well. We moved the value here, I think. I mean, but you're better at math than me, Flower. So, you know, that's something. Apply. We copy these. Imagine using an ID. Couldn't be me. It's not like it could tell me what the struct actually is about, what it does. I don't have to, like, cheat. No, no. Not true. We'll do a cargo format, so this isn't horrible anymore. Oh, I'm somewhere else. Let's go. We're in get chunk. There you go. Um, I mean, what's your main problem in programming? Is it the logical thinking or is it just the syntax? Right, because those are two very different like problem sets to have. Okay, you don't need the learning tools. You just need to learn the language. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like, um, no offense to anyone who've I've tried to help in the past, but there's at least one person who like struggled with the logical thinking part, and it was like I like just didn't know how to help them. Basically, it was so difficult. Um, like this is weren't able to um like find the answers to their problems, and like they were like very simple like a plus b equals c kind of stuff, and it just didn't seem to click. I'm not sure why, but yeah. But if you have the like logical thinking part and you can think like a programmer, you know, like I explained the like read write stuff. If that seems like intuitive, good, 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 good. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, but I mean, just learn the syntax. I mean, are you using Godot or are you using something else? I'm not sure if you are. Okay, okay, yeah. Just learn GDScript. It's pretty easy. Um, and yeah, just go out. Like there are yeah, and I would say Godot is easier to learn. At least it was for me. It's like sometime, sometime in the past, I just opened the Unity interface, and then I was like, nah, I closed it. I never used it. But when I opened Godot, stuff kind of just started clicking together. I think it was the list referring to the 20 cents per download thing, which that's kind of oversimplifying it and not really being accurate, but that's fine. Oh, can I read on? Oh yeah. Lifetimes, yippee! It needs to be here. I love it when the compiler can't figure out what is happening and I have to give it lifetimes. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I think there's also the like you need to earn a certain amount for you to be charged, but it's like if you looked at the raw numbers, then it's like yeah, this is actually fine, right? But it's also like um how would I say? Well, I yeah, like the initial versions might have been like horrible, but there are the facts where it's like, first of all, why the fuck would you come up with something like the runtime fee? Like, do you really think people are not gonna like see through it and be like, yeah, you just want money from the editor, you know? Like that's what you want. And then it's like, why don't you just charge a percent? Just get a like table. It's like if you make this much, we're gonna take this percent. And it's so fucking simple. Why would you don't need to obfuscate this? And if you even if you try to, like people see like in the end what you want. You just want the percent, right? You just want continuous money. But they just try to hide it, which is like super weird. And then also, I think initially they also try to like made make it like retroactive or something to apply to old versions. I'm pretty sure, but they either um didn't do that or they backed down quickly, right? But it's just like yeah, I don't know. Like to be fair, Unity already I think has enough money. Maybe I don't know if they need more, but it's like they own the thing, so legally, yeah, they can do this. But at least just don't try to obfuscate it. Like everyone knows, you're a corporate. You're greedy. Just take the money. Don't try to hide it. Just take the money. You know? Yeah, yeah, yeah. But just don't hide it. Just take the money and fucking show everyone that you're taking the money. Don't try to hide it. Like, it's even worse if you try to hide it. Oh, this now needs light data. Yep. Wait, do I have this on my clipboard? Not quite. There we go. I just realized my hotfix is garbage now. Bro. Like, we're not gonna change the get junk function, actually. We're gonna just bake this directly into the set block function itself, not get chunk. We're gonna hope that this is enough to make it work. Yeah, sure. What's the problem? We don't need lifetimes here anymore. Let me see. Hey, what's the... Oh, shit. I got fooled by the fucking icon. I was thinking, like, okay, so this is like the... I thought this was like a built-in icon. I didn't look at the other one. I was like, that's a weird icon, you know? I wonder why it's not loading properly and it's not showing the real icon. Damn. Well, so I can tell you, it passed like that kind of initial test where it does look like an icon. I can say that. But what's the issue? Like, these seem fine. Like, they just exist. I mean, they are imported as images, but... Oh, hold on. Yeah? Let me check download. Save load? Let me see. Yeah, they all work for me. Let me see, do I have anything? I don't have any local changes either. Does it not work on your side? Mm. What Godot version are you on, actually? Because I saw there was an update like this morning or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just be sure that you're like, oh, this is the version that I'm on. 4.2.1. Mm-hmm. Let's see, will this work? Oh, not quite. Oh, I'm still dumb. Okay. Oh, I never pasted it in here. Junk lights. Junk lights. Oh, but why did I paste it here? I literally just pasted this in the wrong function. Well, imagine. Imagine. Okay. Let's see if we get a bunch of errors now. Yippee! Uh, 13, but I think this is just the, yeah, these are mysteries. I don't know why this happens. That's fine, and this is just a, like a thumbnail missing for a save. It's this one. I'm just gonna delete it. Well, we get no errors? Interesting. We are error-free. Yeah, so now the light data always exists, no matter where we are. And if we try to access chunks, if we try to access chunk light data that doesn't exist, then it's fine. I guess we just ignore them, basically. The only problem is that if we have lights that, so if we had chunks that are like 3 by 3 by 3, and I have this light here, there could be an empty chunk like in the light's way, and it just won't propagate through it. So that's a problem. But it's fine. The real solution is to make all the chunks that need to be made. But I don't know how I would do that necessarily. But it's fine. It works for now. It might be visible on chunk edges actually. Yeah. But it is fine. So that's good. This is very much a hack. Oh, I wanted to pronounce your name, Saint Pepper. I don't know why. But I feel like I'm smoking something when I make that prediction. Hey, thank you for the raid. S90 Pepper. Oh, SGT Pepper. Okay, okay. Fair enough. How was your stream? And what are you working on? Mm-mm. Yeah, I wanted to comment that this is a hack. Where did I... Where it is? Here. Mm-hmm. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I'm like half in the same boat, you know? I'm also learning Rust. Um Slowly but surely. Yeah, this is Godot 4. So with GD extension. And I can show you some stuff, I guess. So here's like a little room that I made. And we have light propagation, we have remeshing, we have physics. Like I'm doing kind of everything except UI and rendering myself. But yeah. And the dream is to eventually like have OpenGL or like WGP or something and do that. And we do have some bigger scenes as well. I need to destroy the old meshes when we do this. But yeah. Some support for bigger scenes as well. I actually need to benchmark this at some point to like make sure that the rendering is fast enough. Yeah. hmm Yeah. Rust doesn't really make me angry. I kind of understand how it works. I mean, there's like one thing that made me disappointed recently, which is that I used to have this chunk struct where I also had the light data in the same struct, right? But then I wanted to parallelize. Holy shit, my tongue. I wanted to make the remeshing and relighting happen at the same time, you know? So I needed to have like read-only access to the locks on the light propagation and on the remeshing side. But then I needed write access to light data on the light propagation side. And these chunks are behind a hash map, and I didn't find a way where I could like collect mutable references to this data and read-only references to this data. It just didn't work. So now these are separate and they're in separate hash maps, and I should be able to do everything. Yeah, yeah. I mean, ever since like GD extension became a thing, well, I mean, I guess even with GD native, like people just went wild. Yeah, you know, as long as kind of anyone can write stuff, then some people will. And I can actually get started on this function. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't remember them all, but there's a page on the documentation. I linked it somewhere recently. Let's see. If I can't find it fast, then I'm gonna give up, but I'm gonna give it a try. Yeah. Yep, yep. They have D, Go, Tax, Rust, Swift, maybe more, but there are indeed some. And yeah, generally I found the Rust bindings to be like pleasant to work with as well. It is pretty good. And the way I go about doing my stuff is that I have this one like this one node basically that holds like all the data in memory. And then let's see, where's my impl blocks? Let's find it. Yeah. So I have like interface functions basically for the node where, you know, I'll like expose this to the Godot side, and then I have the actual internal function that I use. And some stuff needs a bit more. Like here, I need to convert these parameters to what I use internally. And some stuff, like rebuilding chunk meshes, like I need to make mesh instance 3D nodes. So it's like some logic has to be like on the Godot specific side. Hmm. Oof. Yeah. I was reading your comment about the async interfaces and whatever. Bless you. Good luck with that. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can show you what I had before. So there is Build Sprint, which is the first like pure GD script version, and there was Build Sprint 2, which is like I try to make it in Bevy. And now there's Build Sprint 3, which is Godot plus Rust. You know, waiting when Build Sprint 4, the ultimate rewrite. But here I use like Godot collisions. I still have like block placements and stuff. It's like basically the same, but worse in performance. Like, you know, remeshing works, it's all good. I don't have lights here actually. Like, it's just like Godot lights. And the thing that I ran into here was that I wanted to have my own physics, and I just struggled to make a like 3D collision engine in GD script fast enough. It might be doable. I couldn't do it. So now I'm using Rust. It's very much like I didn't choose Rust just because. And also, SGT Pepper, thank you for the well. I didn't pick Rust just because I wanted to learn Rust. I picked Rust because I need the performance, and I don't want to do C or C++. I gotta drink some water. Oh yeah, yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was here. We getting errors? We do. That's good. I love these comments. Yep. I don't need to do any of this. They actually need this separate function now. Well, first I need to make this take in a read-only reference. We can have mutable mesh instances, that's fine. So the idea is that we call this function, and then it will call remeshing on a separate thread and relighting on a separate thread. So these already have to be read-only. Yeah. I think I just need to move this code snippet into this function, basically. We don't need to do this anymore. Okay, no errors. Well, that was easy. Now, okay, that's just fine. And I have a wonderful do remesh variable here that I can use. So I'm going to make this not a negative, and yeah. Let's see. I gotta show you. Hopefully it doesn't fuck up my windows. But Twitch really likes putting these boxes around every single message. So it's like the chat is so much harder to read. I need to turn that off. It like takes up so much space. Like damn. Actually, can I chat settings? Uh I don't even know. The chat highlights? No, that's something else. Oh no, this is exactly what I'm. Okay. Okay, Raider off. What else? I think that's all that I want to turn off. It should be better now, hopefully. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see. I'm gonna catch up on chat now. Were you familiar with Rust before using it in Godot, or I did like some small dabbling. Like I had some multiplayer server that I tried to write for like rollback netcode stuff. So like very simple. Hey, thank you for the follow, Eldon. So it's like some very small stuff, but not much. But I had like watched videos slash read about Rust. So not a complete newbie, but also a total complete newbie. Yeah, Codex. If you have any like screenshots or like videos about your Martian Cube stuff, feel free to link. Store the vertices that filter through the scalar density valley into an octree for quick mesh regeneration. Okay. Yep, I would have to sit down and actually like read that sentence to understand. Oh, wait, so your videos got deleted? I'm assuming. I see the world where you mean that your code got deleted, but I don't think that's true. I think it's just you're talking about just the videos being gone. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fair. But I mean, what I would suggest is cat box or litter box. You know, like here, it's temporary uploads up to 1 GB, and here, let me, yeah, 200 megabytes free. You can just put them here. Hey, RV Icebreaker, thank you for the follow. Yeah, it's like free upload stuff that you can use. Okay, I'm gonna Catbox. I can link it in chat actually. It's like for general files, but you can also link videos there. Oh, I do have one to say that one time I linked a video to someone, uploaded through Catbox, and it just the playback was buffering. All I can say, but they could have just downloaded the video and watched that way. So it might not be the smoothest playback, but it seemed, but for like file downloads, not real time streaming, it works pretty well. And usually I've used Letterbox if I ever need, because I don't need my files to be permanently uploaded. So yeah. But recently, I actually haven't been using that either because I discovered a sync thing. We're gonna go to recommendations thing. Recommendation. What the fuck am I saying? Anyway, a sync thing. This is for like between you and your friends, right? You can make your own cloud essentially. Basically have computer A with the folder, and have computer B without the folder. You can just synchronize the contents to the other computer. Wow. And then whatever changes you make inside that folder, they get synchronized between the computers. It's like very simple concept, and the program, it just works. And you can also set a password to the folder, so the other computer can't actually read the contents. It'll be encrypted, but they will still serve as a backup for you. And yeah, I have a sync thing with a couple of friends, and I also have it on my phone. And I write my like own personal notes through Obsidian, and I synchronize that with SyncThing. It's very great. No online service needed. Let's see. Okay, and also for your concurrency comment, I did want to elaborate. So basically, oh, the GIMP is on the wrong screen. There we go. So what I used to have is I used to have the chunk struct, which is this. Oh, mouse please. Which is one big box, and we have the block data here. That's the worst B I've ever seen, and then we have the light data here. Hello, other side. And this is all in one hash map, right? Like all the chunks with the block and the light data. No. I mean like this is block ID 0. This is block ID 1. Oh, light data. This block has light level 1, light level 2, just an integer, right? And at some point I do turn that into like a 3D texture and pass that to the shader, but we don't have to worry about that for now, right? The propagation itself just uses integers. To have one hash map with chunk, a chunk struct which has everything in it, and the remeshing part only needs read-only access to this, and then the relighting part needs read-only access to this, or mutable access to this. And I just couldn't figure out how I could accumulate like mutable references to this from a single hash map from all the chunk structs. That was the problem. And what I'm doing now is I have two separate boxes where one is block data and one is light data, and then they're in separate hash maps, and I can just do the thing. But yeah. Are you doing like ray pathing to determine light level? Nope. It's very much like what Minecraft does. I think at least. Where it's let me load. So if I have a light here, I don't know how to show this well, but we just go. I Actually, if I make like a corridor, it's like easier to visualize this. But this is gonna be, so this is, let's say this block is light level 16. This is gonna be 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, and then 10 for these. And, it will just like spread out a -1, so it's Manhattan distance, right? From the light. I'm pretty sure that's Manhattan distance. And that's it. And I don't have a skylight yet. That's like a to-do. That's only block light currently. Yeah. I might do octrees eventually. Yeah, but I don't do. Yeah. I mean, if I do place a light down, let me load the game. We place a light here. It's better if I place it like on the edge. You can see that, I mean, it's not really the most visible thing, but this is like one distance, and this is two distance away. Because I don't go diagonally. But yeah, octrees maybe eventually. But for now, I'm just going the simple route where the blocks are just in a flat array. There's an array and that's accident like that, and it works, and it works well enough right now. Also, Murder, maybe like about the like hash maps in the like some crate. I don't know. I'm trying to stick with the standard library for now. I don't know if I have a good reason for that, but I feel like I would rather do that than just import a lot of random stuff. Oh, okay. Fair. Fair. Do this thing. I think actually I'm pretty much ready to do everything here. Hey, Codex here. Thank you for el follow. Because in propagate light decrease and propagate light increase, we already have the correct like axis stuff. Also, I just realized, am I really dumb? I might be really dumb. Damn. So I was thinking that I'm gonna do the light propagation at the same time as remeshing. But you know what I completely forgot? I completely forgot that light propagation happens on block placement, and not just like when we just call a thing. So this problem that I've been chasing doesn't make any sense. Um, Let me see if I can elaborate on this. I might be incorrect, but I think right now I've realized that it just doesn't make any sense. Because if I place a block here, like the light is propagated immediately, and there might be multiple block placements in a tick. I don't know if I can propagate those at the same time. and like have everything make sense. I'm pretty sure I have to propagate them like one by one. And for block placement, we need mutable access to the meshes. No, not meshes, but block data. You know, if you want to place blocks, we need mutable access. Ah, damn. Is there any way around this? Well, I could make the initial relight happen in parallel, but this is the part that takes like 50 milliseconds. So it's still like, it kills the frame. So it doesn't matter if it happens in parallel or not. No. No. Uh, it's almost like drawing the logic on paper would have saved me a few days. Anyway. Anyway, we're just gonna say Lamau, commit, and switch back to main. That's what we're gonna do. Damn. So I realized that the problem that I've been chasing doesn't make any sense. I was thinking, okay, let's make light propagation happen at the same time as remeshing, right? But light propagation happens immediately on block placement. Like you place a block and we propagate the light immediately. And how would I say this? I don't know if I can propagate two lights like at the same time, maybe? Like if I place down a light then I block the light at the same time. That actually might work. It might work. It might be possible to do this. But it does require me to like refactor more. Oh, because the current light propagation stuff, I don't know if it assumes that it like happens immediately. Maybe. Maybe not. So then what we would do, instead of in set block doing light propagation immediately, we would like remember like, oh, this position should be propagated, and then we do it later. Yeah, because the initial relight for the world already uses a queue. Let me change the branch. Yeah, because propagating light increase here already uses a queue. Or do you have increase? Increase? Yeah. We go through a queue. Always do the stuff. Actually, this might be very much possible. Yeah. True. I take that back. It does make sense, but I do have to do more groundwork. So basically, first, we take all the block placements. Use millions of refs. No. No. I did look at it, but then I'm like, one of the reasons that I'm using Rust is so I can avoid having runtime checks. Right? I'm pretty sure refcell is basically just XD. We do runtime checks. So yeah. But yeah. But yeah, we just have to propagate all the decreases first, and then we can do the increases. True. True. I think this will work, but yeah, set block needs to change. Oh, I can't type. And also set block on updates is gonna make less sense now. But that's fine. It's basically instead of doing because instead of doing the propagation directly here, we have actually this was a problem already where like generation code, like you make terrain, it was slow because every block placement tried to propagate light, right? And so we have set block no updates, which doesn't do block updates and doesn't do light updates. But I think this might become obsolete once the light stuff is put into a queue and it's done like at the same time as a remesh. I think so. Also, that moment made me realize that I wish I had like a face cam or at least like a VTuber model. It was a pretty good thinking face. Yep. Oh, let's do it then. Yahoo. We need to have... Okay, how do we do this in real life world? We make a vec DQ. Oh, this could be a vec. Well, vec DQ, something circular buffer could be better. I don't know if it is. I have to benchmark this at some point. Yeah, but here we only have to propagate increases. Yep, yep, yep. Well, it just means that here we need a... Do I want to put these into a struct, or do I just put them in here all? I don't think I want to pass around two vec DQs constantly, so I'm gonna make this a struct. What is this actually? This is a vec DQ of flight data? Propagate light increase. Let's go. Oh, you're cursed. It's a tuple. It's fine. We go with it. Pretty sure the decrease Q is the same. Alright. See ya, Flower. Have a good one. Wait, did you get the icons to work? I think you said that at some point. Okay. What was the issue? Hmm. Oh, okay. Okay. You stop again. Alright, fair enough. Well, see you around. Bye. Yeah. And now we say... think this should work. Yep. And now we go to line 2801. Maybe I should split this into multiple files at some point. This is said the default text editor like that Linux Mint has. I You could say that. What? Oh, I'm dumb. Here, what's this field called? What do you mean? What's the proper name for this? Light propagation queue, okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean it does work. So basically the thing is, I didn't want to have VS Code as a system package for whatever random reason, and then the Flatpak gave me issues, which is just like, bro, can this work? I think it was some language server stuff that this didn't want to work. I do have Vim, but it's like, gotta learn those keybinds. And what else? Oh, there's Lapsy, which yeah, there you go. Slapsy just went somewhere else into some other fucking reality. Hey, there we go. I can see it. And now let me drag the window a bit. Ew, it's somewhere. It just fucking disappears. It's like, bro, can you just behave? Like, can I drag you around? No. So yeah. So I'm like, yeah, Dolly said it works. I can type. I can drag the window around. It's good. And then, if I need compiler hints, I just do cargo check. I gave up, okay? This is the default text editor, but it has highlighting. Like, if it didn't have highlighting, this would be way worse. Ay, ay, ay. Cargo watch, okay. Maybe. But, Mm-hmm. Let me see this. Mm-hmm. Fair. Yeah, I've thought about stuff like this, but I don't know. Right now I'm just used to this. I just have this one command that is spam. Yeah. It just works. It just works. And to be fair, if I wanted something more involved, it would probably be like something with actual language server support, so I have autocomplete. Because I have to sometimes just find this, right? Like what type is this? And just copy this over. And that shouldn't be a thing. I should just be able to just write the thing, and then it's like, oh, you're already like doing this somewhere else or whatever, and it just gives me the type. But yeah, currently not the case, which is a bit unfortunate. And sometimes if I really need to know the type of something, I will give it the wrong type here, as aesthetic, and then Rust will tell me, "Oh, okay, it's it's this. You gotta do what you gotta do." Okay, okay. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, as long as it doesn't like, how would I say, like negatively affect your enjoyment or your output, then it's fine. And I do gotta say the missing autocomplete, I feel like it does impact both for me. But yeah, there might be some smaller stuff that said gets right that other editors kind of don't, which is working as a text editor, which is pretty cool. And being simple. And I feel like I don't know. I don't know if VS Code ever failed me in that regard, but it might. This won't. So I'm making light propagations into a queue. So we need to go to set block. You actually don't want to pass this in anymore. And there's going to be mutable access to this. Okay. I do have to take a bathroom break real fast. And yeah, I'll be right back. We're so back. I don't think we need this either, actually. We don't need access to the lights. We only need access to the light queue. We can take this out as well. Yeah, now I have like a million places where I'm supplying the wrong arguments. Damn. Well, it do be like that sometimes. I might need this somewhere else, actually, so I'm just gonna comment it out. Also, I love block comments. They're so useful. 518. What are you complaining about in 518? Oh yeah, we also need to go here. We don't have this, we don't have this. Well, we do have this. Alright, good night. Have a good sleep, and fix your sleep schedule maybe. You know, that might be a little bit of a intrusive comment, but you know, make sure you sleep well. Yeah, have a good one. 438. Oh yeah. Do I call it light Qs or light Q? Light Qs. That makes sense though. What is happening here? 516. I'm gonna mute my mic because there's a vacuum outside my door. Nice. 554. Still. Oh, here we're calling propagate light directly. Yeah, this has to be gone. We're not propagating here. What is happening here? 800. What are we doing here? Oh yeah. We don't pass you in. We don't pass you in. We say mutable self dot I use. Actually, this is better because if I ever have something where I want to do like multi-threaded block placement, I can now do it because I just give them separate light cues that I combine later. Whereas with light propagation, it's a global operation, I guess. What do I call this here? Call it something different up here. Light propagation queue. A little bit different. Actually, no. $812. Holy shit, my throat. I need to drink more water. Ugh. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, what are the errors? Not much anymore. Have this. I don't have this. Have that. I don't have this here. This is run physics. I don't think we need this here at all. We don't need this either. This is actually so lovely. I don't have to remember the internal types. I just have to remember the type of the struct. Or the name of the struct, rather. That's so good. One six seven five. I love refactoring. It's so thinking involved. Oh, no more errors. That was faster than I thought. I think we now just don't propagate light ever, unless I press the hotkey for it. That, you know, like recalculates the entire world. And we might also have a memory leak because I add stuff to queues and I never clear it. So if I remove this, yeah, nothing happens. If I press the relight button, then we relight. Exactly what I thought. Expected behavior, not intended behavior, but expected behavior. That's good. Yeah, this why are we crying this much? Oh yeah, we don't use this yet, but that's fine. That's in the plans. We are going to use this, but it's not used yet. And yeah, we get a bunch of unused variables because we're not done with this function. Yep. Yeah, now we never use these. Yep. Everything makes sense. Do we even use chunks to relight ever? We do here in set light. Anywhere else? Relight world uses it. Okay, we do use it here as well. Oh yeah, because set light does it. Yep. That's fair. Yeah, so we do need this, then we need the light cues. There's one more unused variable. Ay. We also want to do this thing. For chunk pause and chunks to relight. Yep. Imagine being able to type. I have this here. And basically, we just want to, yeah, call remeshing and relighting. Yippee! On separate threads. I don't know if I need a thread scope. Actually, I might need a thread scope. I guess if I try to do this without a scope, it will complain about the hash maps like escaping the function or whatever. We will do that. Oh, let's ski away. I'm not sure what the S means, but we go with it. I think we have a semicolon there. Yep. Our new wonderful scope. And this actually has to be after these. What I think this means? Maybe an identifier for the scope. That would be my guess. In the same way, you know, if we have a lifetime here, you can have, like, you know, apostrophe A, and that's just the name for the lifetime. I would assume this is similar. But it's very much copied from documentation moment. I don't think I need join handles for this. Oh, I just remembered something nasty. I need to move the collecting of the results into this function. Relight is fine. It could just be here. Well, okay, I should make this easier on myself. I'm gonna do relighting here first, spawn it into another thread, and let remeshing happen on the main thread. I guess like these things, the array meshes can't be sent between threads. Like this has to happen on the main thread, basically. And I'm pretty sure that was also the case for arrays and or variants. They have to be on the main thread. But I don't think light propagation doesn't need anything on the main thread. Doesn't touch anything yet. It's only after we have propagated all the light that we actually transfer the data to the actual meshes. But this should be fine. Let me see. It's a... Okay. To be honest, I don't know what that means. So mutable borrow scope. I assume there's like a few constants you can use here, then. And this is just like one of the constants you can use. Oh, okay, okay. So would I be able to like use this binding for anything inside the scope, or because basically the only reason I have the scope is so I can do multi-threading in the first place. Oh, fair, fair. Am I? Well, I am actually. Through. I'm blind. Yeah, because this means that I'm spawning it inside the scope. Yep. Yep, that makes sense. And now I feel dumb. But, yeah. Yep. Mm, here I want a read-only reference, but I think that's fine. This is also fine. What else do I have here? Chunks to rebuild. I think all these have the same names in this function, so it's fine. This maybe could be like its own struct, so I don't have to specify all these, but that's fine. Oh. This should be chunk lights. Do I not pass that in currently? I don't. That's there. Yep. And we say chunk lights. That should be correct. Nice. We don't get complaints about this. So this is good. We stay on the main thread. We just go here, do everything. Results are collected. They're pushed to the stuff and things. Now I need to do a new one. New thread here. I don't think I have to move anything here. I can just have references. I forgot the curly braces. What do I do here? First the decrease and then the increase. It's decrease. Here's the increase. Pretty sure these parameters are the same. We have mutable light queue, chunks, chunk lights, chunks to relight. Mutable light queue, chunks, chunk lights, chunks to relight. Yep. Actually, I'm gonna put this inside of the function. A bit closer. First do decreases. I just realized. Do we return anything from here? We don't. We do make an increase queue. Do we just call... Oh, okay, we just called increase from there. Okay. That makes sense. Yep. Oh, but that's actually... I need to do it not like that. Yep. We might actually have some actual lights that need to be propagated forwards. Yep. So I need to change what arguments we take in. But let me check something. This is going at a good pace. Very good stuff. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here and raid someone. I think it's that time. I can feel myself slowing down. Actually, let me check. It's not even that hot in my room. So I should be fine. But I do wanna go eat. And just chill. I'm just gonna say progress. These are these commits I'll most likely just squish when I merge in the main. So it's all good. All good. But yeah. Before I leave, I do want to say I have a schedule. You can see it on the schedule page or at neuropathy.com/stream/schedule. And it just redirects you to the Twitch schedule page. But I have a consistent schedule. Wow, every day. Unless something happens. Right? But let's see who we raid. So Matthew's online? Matthew's a cool guy. What is he up to? He's still making maps. I think we still go there. I need to also scout more people to raid. But that's fine. We're gonna go here. There's no raid message. Just follow their chat rules. Be nice. You can lurk, you can chat. Just do whatever. But don't be mean. Yeah, see you later. Wow.